think it's great for the sport, and I would love to, you know, get all the belts. You know, the DC, the VA, the Ring Magazine, and the IBF. The WBO may be a little bit harder because of Stiglitz. He's in Germany, but I think Kessler may fight him, so maybe he'll bring, you know, it just depends. But I would love to fight Brute in the future.
Well, good luck. You're a master boxer.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, Andre. Okay. After Durrell pulled out of the fight, you had to defend your title. You chose Sakio Bika, where a lot of people thought that Sakio Bika, Bute, these are the guys that should be in the Super 6 tournament. You took a high-risk fight with Bika to defend your title. What did that win do for your confidence and put you in position for this fight right now?
Well, I think it was that fight. I think it was every fight. You know, the Kessler fight, the Green fight was the exact same situation. I mean, I know he was, you know, in the tournament, so it was a little bit different, but he was still a guy that was avoided. Nobody wanted to, you know, because he was dangerous, you know. Each fight did something for me. I didn't like the Bika fight in terms of necessarily the way it played out. I envisioned something different, but at the same time, I was proud of myself that I was able to fight his fight and still come out on top.
Yeah, that was a huge fight.
Yeah,
it really was. I gave you a lot of credit.
And he's a very, very tough. He's the epitome of a tough, rugged guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's fought Calzaghe, and he's fought the best in the 160.
And he's physically strong. He hits hard. He's just, you know, all around the board, man. You just know when you fight a guy like Bika that, man, it's going to be a long night.
Do you think we've seen you win fights with your legs, we've seen you box, we've seen you bully Alan Green around. The fact that you bring so much to the table, do you think that's going to be the difference in this fight?
It could be. You know, it could be. I think I can, you know, just naturally, we don't plan on it, just do a lot of different things. But I think that, you know, watching some of the greats, that's what they do. They're able to make adjustments. I don't know too many great fighters. Well, I take that back. There are some guys who do one thing really well. Maybe they're a puncher or whatever, or just a boxer. But I just always try to, you know, just mix it up. And I think one thing that has caused me to do this over the years is my coach. He never babied me. He always looked out for me, but he never babied me. So, for example, I would be in the gym sparring pros as an amateur, and he would always be ready to step in if he needed to, if it got too hot in there. But he also had that right balance to say, let me let you grow up and figure out a way to overcome this. If I came to the corner, man, he's doing this, I can't make an adjustment. Figure it out.
We got
So being able to learn to do that on the fly in training, I think is translated into doing it in big fights.
We got Pacquiao, Mayweather as the big stars who are fighting here in America, North America. This win, you think this catapults you maybe kind of closer to them in terms of being that next big American star?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I get closer, that close. I mean, those guys have been doing this for a long time. Floyd Mayweather over a decade, Manny Pacquiao for many, many years. So I don't think I get close to them in that respect, but it's going to definitely rise my stock. And as an American, absolutely put me higher than I am now.
You feel like you could be maybe in 2 or 3 years be the face of American boxing?
I believe so. I believe that can happen. And the antidote is just winning.
Andre, I have a question. Of course, now the Olympics are coming up next year. You were a gold medalist in 2004. We haven't seen that many gold medals from America for the last one. Tell me, is there any impression? What is your impression actually of America's chances for winning gold medals?
You know what? I haven't seen the full team yet. I've seen a few guys who have a really great shot. And you know, it's hard to say. You know, I think everybody's looking for that one answer, and I think it's a lot of different things, and I don't fully know what it is. I just think that, you know, USA Boxing as an organization, like they're doing, need to put their heads together and just start making some adjustments. So the United States of America can be a force to be reckoned with, can be a country that when they step on the scene, and I'm specifically talking about boxing, be feared.
When you were an amateur, did you see anything wrong with the organization that hindered them internationally?
It's hard to say. You know, I mean, there's always something you can point out. I just know whatever it is, we need to fix it and get back to our winning ways.
Now, the last time you lost, I believe, was your age 12, right, as an amateur? Now, have you lost in anything else since then, like Scrabble, chess?
I have, man, and I'm very disappointed about it, to be honest. I don't like to lose. Even board games, card games, pickup games, basketball, you name it. I've lost a few, and I'm not happy about it.
Now you're fighting here in Atlantic City. It's your first time on the West Coast. You won't have. Do you anticipate actually first a lot of people coming from Oakland area to come to the fight?
Well, I hope I do. I know I have some fans there. I don't know how many, and it's not that they're not passionate, but like Carl touched on, man, we're in a bad economy right now, and you know, the Bay Area, man, it's a working class place, in city, in town, so. I honestly don't know, but I know I have support. I know I have, you know, the Bay behind me, and you know, whether they come or not, I have to get the job done.
We talked about international boxing, of course. You fought in Athens in the Olympics. In Atlantic City, there may be a large contingent of British fans there. Have you dealt with the pressure of being booed and not being the crowd favorite sufficiently enough to handle any kind of partisan on behalf of the fans?
Absolutely, I dealt with it. You know, as an amateur when I went abroad, I've been to London and fought USA versus England. I've been to Ireland, fought 2 fights in Ireland, USA versus Ireland. Obviously in Greece we weren't well received initially. I don't think I started getting cheers until the finals. The Olympics are a month long.